Look, if you're trying to find ways to recover from home without having to spend hundreds of dollars seeing massage therapists and physios and dietitians, and the list goes on forever, I've got a good video for you. This is a video of do-it-yourself home recovery strategies, which are cheap and super effective. In an ideal world, we all have access to endless options when it comes to helping our recovery and our performance. Unfortunately, for most of us, there's a few barriers in the way. Money is a big part of it for so many of us. So with that in mind, there is no reasons that, or there's no excuses for us to ignore our recovery just because we can't go and see the best of the best. There's plenty of ways that we can do it ourselves, and this video is exactly that. It's a practical guide to show you how to get some really good solid recovery in just from home. All right, for the first one, all you're going to need is a paper cup and a tap and a freezer. You're going to fill up a paper cup with some water, put it in the freezer. Once it's frozen, then take it out of the freezer, peel back the paper until the top of the ice is exposed, and you've got yourself a little ice therapy device. So if you've got a sore Achilles tendon, sore plantar, sore quad, sore knees, it doesn't matter where you're sore, rub this ice around, massage into that sore spot for a little while. This is obviously great for inflammation, great for helping that blood send deep into the muscle to oxygenate the sore spots and really fuel that recovery. The second thing, which so many of us seem to have lying around or are so easy to get access to, is just the famous little golf ball. If you've got a golf ball laying around, there's obviously many uses for it. You can sit your foot on it and roll over it at a pressure that feels comfortable for you, or it feels as though it's doing its job. And then if you just don't have as strong a hands as what you wish you did, and you want to get into your quads or your chest or your calves or whatever, this is a great option as well. So just get that golf ball in, that extra pressure. It's going to make your job a lot easier, really getting into those tight, niggly muscles. All right, this back roller, I think it cost me maybe 20 bucks, and I use it nearly every day. It's great because the little divot in the middle just allows your spine to sit right in there, and then you can just roll up and down. So anyone who deals with a little bit of back pain or like a tight thoracic spine, tight lower back, it's great. You can just adjust it to really loosen up the particular muscles in your back that you want to hit. So if you've got a spare 20 bucks laying around, this will pay you back for years and years and years. This is something that there's no limit to the amount that you can use it, and every time I get off it, though it's a little bit sore, it's a bit tender, especially when you're first starting. After a couple of weeks of consistent use, man, your back feels loose, and any tension that's been stored up there, this is a really good way to attack that. I think we overcomplicate it sometimes as well. You don't have to go and see professional masseur all the time. You can, if you've got some baby oil, or if you've got some Sorbeline or some moisturizer at your house, get some on your hands and just get stuck into your calves, get stuck into your quads. It's amazing what your own hands can do, and to be honest, it's nice sometimes because you can specifically target the tension or the knot that's causing the pain wherever it's causing you. So don't underestimate the value that comes with you just giving yourself a massage. You do have benefit, you do have the capacity to make changes and really adjust the tension levels of the muscles that you're using so much. Maybe you could do what I attempted to do, and you could ask your partner to help give you a massage. Oh, would you mind just giving me a quick massage?
Oh babe, I'm busy, just not right now.
I don't have a bath. I'm living in the middle of the city, so I'm in an apartment. All we have is a shower. But if you've got access to a bath, the famous one is go down to your service station, go down to your gas station, get a bag of ice, pour the ice into the bath, and just run some cold water in there. If you can sit in that pretty cold water for 10 minutes, it's painful. I'm having flashbacks to the days when I did it often. It's pretty brutal to start with if you've never done it before, but it's a great way to send your blood deep into your muscles, really oxygenate those sore little tender points. You'll feel a bit stiff once you get out, but once you've warmed back up, your legs will be super grateful. Everything I've just spoken about are the little additional steps that you can take. So often we overlook the fundamentals because we're looking for something fancy, something scientific, something that will just blow our minds. And simple seems to work best. Ice, stretching, massage, sleep, nutrition, hydration, partners who are willing to give you a massage when you're in a little bit of pain. If you've got any other strategies that you use just to be able to recover more effectively without having to fork out hundreds of dollars every month, let us know in the comments below. There's obviously so many of them, so I'm interested to hear from you guys. But don't ever make the mistake to think that you have to be completely loaded to be able to recover effectively. You can do some incredible things fairly cheap just from home.